Good day, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Military and Foreign Affairs Network. I am your host, the voice of reason. Today on the nuclear simulator, we are going to have a look at what a limited nuclear exchange between the United States and North Korea looks like. So most of this will be the AI running. There will then be a full-on U.S. response against North Korea. So we're going to go ahead and run the simulator. As you can see down at the bottom right, the United States is launching a preemptive nuclear attack against North Korea to eliminate its nuclear capability. In this scenario, the United States believes the North Koreans are getting ready to launch a nuclear strike. So here we go. I'm going to speed things up a little bit. Again, this is a ballistic missile submarine that has just fired multiple nuclear warheads against targets in North Korea. And we'll do the damage casualty calculator post-strike just to give you, the viewer, the idea of what a limited nuclear exchange between the United States and North Korea would look like. We have the reentry vehicles. Let's see, just for general purposes. Okay, so what is being directed against the Koreans, the North Koreans, are 90 kiloton nuclear devices. And we're about to see the impacts. The North Korean missile fields to the northeast of Pyongyang. We also have F-35s coming in as well, launching, I would presume, nuclear strikes as well. And B-2s. That appears to... Speed things up a little bit. So it looks like North Korea has decided to launch a nuclear strike against South Korean and Japanese targets in response. So in this episode, this scenario, the United States failed to destroy all North Korean ballistic missile capability, and we are now seeing the launches of said North Korean systems. And just to get an idea of... These are 90 kiloton systems as well. And I believe some of these down here are smaller. All right, let's get things going. And we will look at... We'll do a quick calculator. And it has 470,000 North Koreans, and China has taken some casualties as well because of fallout. And we'll look at fallout, and we'll look at fires. So you can see, obviously, north of Pyongyang, where the nuclear strikes, these 90 kiloton strikes, impacted. It looks like they use smaller, low-yield weapon systems to the northeast in this area here and to the south. And let's speed things up a little bit. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 inbound to South Korea. We have strikes in Seoul. Multiple warheads now on the way to Japan. And Seoul is really taking heavy casualties. And to continue the simulation, which would undoubtedly be an all-out U.S. nuclear response against the North Koreans, would occur. And we are going to simulate that as we speak. So Japan is getting hit. Seoul was hit. Multiple impacts. Let's look at... Well, let's continue this. So multiple hits on Tokyo. Do the calculator again. And Japan, 9 million dead. South Korea, 8 million dead. And again, you can see where Tokyo is. Multiple impact points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 impact points. If we look at the fallout all across, blowing north across Japan. And the same for targets hit in South Korea as well. And remove the fallout. And we'll look at... So far, North Korea has actually escaped fairly significant damage, but that is going to change rather quickly. Because the United States is now launching a full-on attack against targets in North Korea. And we have the entire payload of a ballistic missile submarine that has launched against North Korea. Destruction just unleashed. Obviously incredibly significant. Let's look at the calculator. And North Korea, 9,500,000 casualties. We will have a look at the fires and fallout. Targets hit all across North Korea. And then finally the fallout. So North Korea will essentially be a dead state in a matter of days and weeks ahead. So that's it. Thank you for joining us. That was the nuclear simulator of a limited nuclear conflict between North Korea, Japan, South Korea, and obviously the United States. Thanks for joining us. More to come.